Hey Dr. Waymire, this is my second playing video. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to form my embouchure first using the EMP method, then go into a little bit of mouthpiece work just to kind of practice that resistance that usually follows when putting the mouthpiece into the horn. Then I'm going to do long tone exercises to kind of just make sure I'm pushing it all the way through the horn, making sure everything works perfectly the way I want it to. Then I'm going to do the 4 counts playing, 4 counts not playing, just to really get the get that sense of pitch and just really understand where my pitches lie on the trumpet. Then I'm going to do half steps just to kind of see how the intervals work and all that other good stuff. And then I'm going to do hot cross buns, and then I'm going to do the song of my choice. So let's begin with EMP. So for EMP, with the E. So when we say E, it kind of stretches these muscles out in our face right here around your lips. So with the E, it comes backwards. So your lips are kind of pushed back a little bit. So, and then with the kind of, it firms those corners up a little bit. That way we can really form that embouchure and really make sure everything works the way it needs to. And then with the P, it's kind of like the push or the, I call it like the activation energy of, and then there's no tongue in that, and not yet. I wouldn't teach beginners to use their tongues yet. I want them to form the embouchure first before introducing something else. So let's start with the EMP. So the E, 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 Okay, so the fourth one wasn't as good because I reset my face. I did E, it should be E, It should all be one motion. Yeah, the EMP was separated, but that was only just to make sure that everything's working properly and just really make sure everyone's set up good. All right, so now I'm gonna use my straw to really make sure I'm keeping my teeth separated. So it goes right here, on your teeth, right here. Because that's about the straw is about the space you want between your teeth. That way the air it doesn't sound really pinched when you put it into the trumpet. So do it again. Same thing with EMP, but I'm going to use this just to make sure I'm doing the right thing with my teeth and the inside of my mouth. E, 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 Right. I think this is really helpful for beginners because it really gives them something to like physically hold and physically use to really make sure that their teeth are separated. Also, you can use this for articulation exercises, just making sure that the air is continuously going, because a lot of brass players, what they'll do is they'll stop the air when they tongue, but it shouldn't be that way. It should be continuous air all the time. My band director used to say, think of a faucet of water, and you move your hand under it. Like the faucet doesn't stop, but your hand just keeps going. It's just interrupting the water. Same thing with your tongue and your air. Your tongue is interrupting the air, but the air needs to keep spinning. All right, so now I'm going to go to the mouthpiece, and we're going to put your index finger and your thumb on the shank. Hold it up like this, 50-50 to the side. Just really make sure everything is 50-50 right in the center of the face. And E, Okay, so I'm gonna do it again, but the reason I put my finger there was to kind of create that resistance that we have when we put it into the trumpet actually. So what I'm gonna do is the same thing, but I'm gonna make sure I really like seal that hole so no air gets out. So E, 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 Mm. So, and with beginners, I do maybe like 10 of those just to really make sure. And I have them freeze in between. That way I can really see if it's really in the center, because some people like to do like this or like that. But there are those rare cases where you have kids with like little lip deficiencies or, you know, like little teardrop or stuff like that, that a better buzz on the side, stuff like that. There are those exceptions to the rule of having it 50-50 in your face when playing the trumpet. But that's just something that just comes as it goes in teaching. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the trumpet. I'm gonna put it in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do some long tones. Just gonna, all of it's gonna be a C in the staff, third space C. Just playing and really making sure the EMP is working properly. Make sure my embouchure is working efficiently. Making sure my air is efficient. Holding the trumpet properly. Making sure that's fine. Making sure the pinky is not in the ring on top, so increases dexterity, and also it creates less tension in the face. So just playing just long tone C's. So, the first one, that was a G. So, like I said in my last video, it's just readjusting to think that it's a lot higher, because on French horn, it's not, my muscles are working a little differently, but the muscles need to be different for trumpet, obviously. So that's another thing I need to work on, but it has gotten better. There was an immediate change in the pitch because I automatically knew, like, okay, wait, I'm on the wrong note. So that was a lot better than my last video. The EMP is working really well. The embouchure, I think, was very well placed. It was 50-50. The tone at first was a little shaky, but as progressively it got better and more resonant. I think working with the straw really helped a lot because it reminded me to keep my teeth open. So I think my tone is a little bit more open than when I first played during my first playing video. So now I'm gonna do 4 counts playing, 4 resting. So on the same third space E. 2, 3. Okay. 4 counts playing and resting with 4. That went really well. The pitch was open. Towards the end, I tried to see how much more I can open it.